You're supposed to have a lesson today, however it's since 8th and it was broken at 100 feet. Yeah, you're not going to fly in that. That's perfect at the corner feed in the second highway side. Yeah, I'm gonna bring this down here. I'm gonna drop that side down, bring it around here. And we're gonna have to take this side up and take it over here somewhere. That's the plan. Nope. Say no to left turns. It's a weird old junction. It's a pity there's no way of just, like, bringing this out here so it just looks continuous. Looks odd. I mean, really? Can you not make the junction node move with it? I don't know, Baz. I mean, you can move it around, but it's... no matter what you do, it's going to look a bit strange. What's wrong with left turns? I don't really want people coming down, flying down here, and then stopping to turn that way. You know, this is meant to be through road, heavy traffic. Like trucks coming down here and then cars just stopping there. It's not a good idea. Jacob Rogers, 8 months, Friday Counter-Strike? City Skylines stream. I think that calls for a few light ales. Hope you're well, Paul and chat. Thank you, Jacob. Enjoy ale. Okay, right then, let's go and let's carry on here now. It might be easier to try and build it backwards. Getting this tunnel to look like that one's going to be very tricky. What if?
Welcome back, Mata.
Trying to get something to branch off here so I can get the alignment. Bilbo Baggins, thank you for the resume. Good job on the ring, by the way, Bilbo.
Aye, aye, aye.
Oh well, that's going to have to be close enough. Maybe I can move it up. Mr. Rye, hello Paul, it's morning here and hope you're well. Nice to see you playing Skylines. Thank you, Rye. It's dark outside now. Nothing like morning here. Cool.
Happy anniversary,
Okay, we're getting there.
Natter.
Now we need an exit ramp for these guys. So we need to get this traffic here over there, and that traffic here onto here. 10 months hype, so close to a year. Hope you and the family are well and all the nutters. I'm well, thank you, Bilbo. Family's good. I'm sure the nutters are fine. It's Friday, so why wouldn't they be? Okay, we'll build that one last, because... So let's keep that one quite deep under there. Hello. Okay, speed limits. $40? I don't think so. I'm thinking more like a ton. By Jove, I think we've done it. Okay, so we've just given him a new access road into here. Amazingly. Someone pause it. Let it figure all that out, and we'll polish up. What? There's a guy on the road already. Look at this. Unbelievable. Gonna load and start. One thing we do need is a footpath to get people from to there. I think we shall elevate.
Happy anniversary, Natter.
Ah, it's a very high bridge. What happens to the bus route? We'll go and check it in a sec. Okay, bus route's gone that way. Does appear to be looping slightly. Comes around there, comes back out. No, it's fine. It does do a loop. It should probably go the other way though. I think it should probably go this way. Nah, it doesn't matter. That looked fun in the winter on the bridge. It's an awesome bridge. It means that if you want to go jogging or cycling all the way down here, you can still do it. Meh. State of that. Okay, that looks slightly less rubbish. The real question is it actually taking any weight off the junction? If we got a better two-lane road, one that has no parking spaces on it would be nice. A two-lane, one-way road with parking spaces. Is there a two-lane, one-way road without parking spaces? It would appear not. Turn off parking in traffic manager. Let's see. Clear traffic, parking restrictions. No parking. Oh yeah, that's more like it. The white area is the parking or non-parking only. No, the blue area is the parking. The yellow area is for unloading. Do we let people park down here? It seems a bit weird. I mean, it kind of looks nice. It doesn't look quite so barren, but it definitely feels a bit weird. Trying to hide this a little bit. Okay. Need a parking garage in high density. OS4. Do we? You need parking places. There are mods for that in the workshop. I don't mean parking garage.
Aye, 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 aye.
There's loads of parking places here. I just don't want some on the ramps. Mr. Royer. Michael Brown 246 had his great idea, and I think you should do it too. He said, you could put some park benches or something, or a footpath perhaps, next to the path to get more people to visit the area. Have we got park benches? Because I don't know if we have. Put a rock down. Do you think that'll attract visitors? Look, it's a sculpture. Greetings from Pakistan. Greetings, sir. Paul still hasn't seen the light pole on the bridge. Yeah, but dude! What do you want me to do about it? I mean, seriously. Can't do anything about it. And I'm not having a footpath up here. You feel better now, Baz? Okay. Hey, Chili. Such a beautiful rock. That was hand-carved. I swear I saw that guy disappear into the floor then. Much more balanced. I'm doing well, sir. Thank you, Chili. Right, anyway. Did it solve the traffic flow problem? Sorry, peeps, you're not allowed to park along here. It's a major access road. Cool. That's better indeed. Right, we need some industry, or we need office space. The question is, which is it? And my guess is industry, because we don't really have much of it, to be honest. We have a tiny piece of industry here. We have a little bit of green industry over there. We have a bunch of people... bunch of industries here that can't find workers. I'm wondering if we can put some generic industry here. Let's drop a little road inside, break it up a little bit.
Aye,
See what
aye,
happens if we do that. Big fertile area, Rusty. We do. I'm not sure we can access it yet. I'll have to have a look. Michael Brown found park benches in a Steam Workshop mod. Yeah, the problem is, Rye, it means... I mean, they look nice, but it's like another mod. Simple assets for your park, 4x4 area with 6 benches, some lights and some trash bins. I've not yet tested if the properties are configured correctly. That was created in 2016. I honestly can't be bothered to quit the game to reinstall the mod and then start it again. But thank you for that. I don't like cherry cola bears. It's like normal cola for me. Let's see if they can get any workers in there. I think they've got underground, haven't they? Yeah, they've got underground transport. Alright, what do we need to get to next level unlock? 34,000 unlocks another sector. I don't think we should put housing on here. I think it looks too nice. We could get some more in here though.
Back, nutter.
Let's pop that in there. Some more homes. Black Kenworth, thank you for the resume. Let's get some more trees. Okay. A dam beneath the bridge in Rivermeet. A dam beneath the bridge. You mean this bridge? I don't know if the flow of water's strong enough. I mean, I was kind of wondering about this bit here. At least you've got water flow here. You see, if you build a dam here, bear in mind that the water's flowing that way, okay? So this must be flowing right to left as we look at it. If we build a dam here, what do you think is going to happen to the water table if you put a dam here? Well, depending on how high we make it, it'll basically build up behind here, won't it? So we'd need to be very careful about how high the water level went, because it could easily flood that road. It depends how much water we want to store in this bit. Like, what is the capacity of that area? I mean, we could excavate the ground when we get that sector, or elevate this road.
Happy anniversary.
Shader Tree, thank you for the resume. Put a water pump behind the dam. Somehow that seems like completely counterintuitive. Build a dam and then stop it going so high, just put a lot of pumps. The height of the dam dictates the height of the water table, so you should just set the height correctly. I don't even know if it would let us build one there, to be honest. Fresh water outlets, pumping service. There's a fleet of vacuum trucks that are sent out whenever there are flooded buildings in the city. Don't need that. The perfect solution for serving large volumes of water to your citizens. Lovely. If the city pumps more water than it needs, the excess is stored in the tanks. Find a strong current in a river and build a dam. That is not a strong current at all, is it? So that's not going to work. Most of the flow, I think, is this way. So yeah, it's not going to work. That would be a better place. However, you got the same problem if you build a dam here. We'd probably have to excavate the ground a bit. The dam would work, it wouldn't give any power, which is kind of not really... It's kind of the point of building a dam, isn't it? To create power. Cannot build on water, cannot build on water. Alright, whatever. Build it here then. Oh, rip. Electricity availability. Oh man, I didn't even give this a name yet. Okay, sensor Rico 1 for now. Construction cost 110,000, estimated production 192 megawatts. Construction cost 80,000, estimated production 16 megawatts. Yeah, it's kind of not worth building there, is it? Blimey. 16 megawatts. Ooh. $224 megawatts. 256, 272, 288. So 88 megawatts is the most I've seen. $208. $80 grand for 224. It's not a bad deal. Turn it around. What do you mean turn it around? I'm not in control of which way it's facing. How much power have we got at the moment? Electricity consumption 290. So one of those things would generate enough power, more or less, for the entire city as it stands right now. It's not bad. Hey, Jackim. Beneath the bridge, it was facing the wrong way. Thing is, I think what it's doing is it's measuring the flow of water going across its border, and because it's very slow, it's saying 16 megawatts. It doesn't really consider, this is the weird thing, it doesn't consider how high the dam wall is. Like, if you built that dam there, in theory, the water level would come all the way up to the, and then you'd have so much potential energy, but it's just going, oh, how fast is the water? Yeah, 100 grand for 288 megawatts. That looks so weird. Oh, hang on. It's adapting. I'm going to have to make that look a bit less rubbish. Wait, it's filling up. Give it a chance. We'll make it look a bit less rubbish. Let's see what happens behind it. So then we can build a road over here. In fact, if you don't connect this road, doesn't it have like a garbage disposal problem or something? Is that generating power yet? Prepare for the deluge of water. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It's what it does downstream, it's more of a worry. Alright, it's only generates it when it's filled up. Fair enough. There we go. Electricity production 492 now. So now we can bring the budget back, can't we? Oh, wait a minute. What the heck? It's gone back down again. Rip. I don't think it's quite full. Right, we'll just move that power line. There we go. Now it's generating power. Well, that saved a lot of money. Oh, hang on. Done. We now have a hydroelectric dam. Damn, that's nice. That was quite cool, actually. I like that. That works quite well. Another green power solution. Well, the dam's not going to break, is it, Chris? Unless somebody comes along in a Lancaster bomber and takes bombing runs at this thing. I don't think it'll break. Right. Right, so we can't get any workers here. So I think we're missing a lot of industrial workers. Which I thought schools out policy was over here. So why are these guys... Why are they not going working here? Or if they are, why is there not enough of them? Okay, they don't appear to have a high school. Community school. Two elementary schools and two community schools. But no high school. I wonder if she'd make some of this high density. Hang on, can we set a policy that limits the... I want high density, but I don't want high rise, so maybe we can put like a high rise ban on it. Ban rise restricts buildings from being upgraded to the highest levels. Okay, so we put a high rise ban in there. But then, let's try high density and see what it looks like. Let's try it. Rip water. Water availability has just collapsed. Squirrel ding. wonder if our dam has got something to do with the lack of water over here. Maybe we should have a water pump upstream. Because there was quite a good flow of water here. So let's build a large water pumping station. There was one that was black. If you go back to your current pump section, there was one that was black. Yep, that's had an effect. Was that a temporary glitch? Is it just resettling down? I'm thinking it just needs to rebalance itself. That's what I'm thinking. And I'm also thinking we've got a troublemaker. Just give it a bit of time. That can extract a lot of water. Tank reservoir. We could build a tank reservoir. Let's build. Oh man, it has to go by the roadside. Are you serious? The yak shave is real.
Welcome back, Nutter.
Really? NNTech, thank you for the resume. If you go to Vegas, you've got to see the Hoover Dam. If I go to Vegas, there's a few things I want to see, but the Hoover Dam is one of them. I'd love to do a, like a helicopter flight or something over there. That'd be cool.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Let's get the pipe in. Legit Rob, hello Paul, how are you doing, sir? I'm doing fine, Legit Rob, thank you. Thank you for the delivery, I'm doing good, thanks. I was just slightly focusing though. think what we can do now is just kind of flatten this off a little bit. There we go. Got ourselves a large water pump, reservoir tanks. Very industrial over here. Downstream, that's rebalanced itself nicely. So it was just a temporary glitch. Same thing, whenever you do anything with water in this game, it just takes ages for it to settle down. Yeah, exactly. A helicopter flight off the Grand Canyon would just be amazing. I would so take my camera. Recycling centres here, and yet they can't get any waste collection. Out of city limits. Right, let's go and have a look how that worked out. That's not bad. High density eco homes, look at this. That's quite cool. I like that. Well, that's true, Eldor. Not quite as long as it does in this game, but yeah, the water kind of is very... What's the word? Like, gloopy in this game? Is it good on Xbox? I assume so, DPH, but I haven't got a clue. Do as well de-zone that. Convert some of it, get more density. Hopefully we'll get more uneducated workers coming out of here so we can fill these industry jobs up. What did I have for dinner? Beef bourguignon mash. I didn't see it, Yoshi. More spin size content. Well, Benjamin, there's a little story about that. So, you know, I had my little YouTube videos going of spin tires. But when they released the game, it completely broke my save game. So, rip that. I think I have to split these areas. Just pause it a second. River word. Yeah, I tried all the tricks to get it to load and it was just having none of it. So, scumbag. Which means I basically have to start again. Okay, let's be on forestry. Same for you, MJ. very irritating. I think a smoking ban would be in order in Riverwood. I really do. Smoke detector distribution, smoking ban. Well, the last thing we want is a fire here. That would be really bad. Taxation, city planning, policies. Smoking ban, smoke detector distribution. Let's see, that's Riverwood. What can we call this little one here? This one's called Riverwood because it's forestry by the river. What do we call this one that's a smaller version of that? Little Riverwood, of course. Little Riverwood. And this one, which is in between, is industry in between Riverwood and Little Riverwood. This is going to be called... not Riverwood. Wedged. Wedge Park. How's that sound? Because it's not a park, but it is wedged. I don't know. Middlewood. But it's not got wood, that's what I'm saying. It's not got wood in it. It's normal industry, this. You can't call it anything wood. Wedgewood, lol. Push that over slightly. Into wood. It's not... You can't give it the name wood. You're not listening. This is standard industry. I think maybe some recycling trucks around here would not hurt. Norwood. You want to call it Norwood? How about Norwood? As a play on it. Norwood. Let's call it Norwood Park because it's not a park. The irony's real. Norwood Park, exactly. Norwood Park. Down here, we'll tuck in just a couple of recyclers. Recycling centre. What's the options here? Let's build that up. Just so it doesn't look entirely rubbish. That should help with the refuse collection as well. C. Zuckster with a resume. Thank you, C. Zuckster. Davis Street. What would you want to call it that? What game are you going to play tomorrow? Why don't we focus on today and let tomorrow take care of itself? More recycling next to the huge district on the new entry road. Do you mean this district, Baz, or do you mean this district? I can't really put recycling here, if that's what you mean, Baz. Or are you talking about over here, maybe? I'm not sure. Recycling Street was named Davis Street. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Hey, Dog Savage. I mean, the traffic seems to have eased off a bit here. But I don't think there's a huge amount of traffic coming that way, but it does help. The heat maps aren't as bad as they used to be. It's busy, but it's not collapsed. Aspen Heights near the huge new tunnel entry. I mean over here, Baz. The only problem with it, as I said to you before, this is quite a picturesque area with residential areas. I don't think the residents would want to be looking out the window one day on this wonderful riverside tree-like mountainous view and then seeing recycling centres. I think there would be a lot of pushback from the citizens. Also, you can't really put it here because it's a one-way. You'd have to do all kinds of messing about. I just don't think that's the right place for recycling, if I'm honest. It's to keep it well away from housing. It's kind of why I put it here. As long as these recycling trucks can get across there, I think that's not too bad. The organic storage area. How's the pollution level? Which one was pollution? That one. Well, it's very low, but as you would expect anywhere you've got industry, it's not the best. I care about my citizens, Baz. How dare you? They just get no choice. I still care about them. Why not make some low-density green residential area in the picture? Well, you mean like this? This is what this is, isn't it? Because this has got that policy on it. What is it called? It's one of these, isn't it? Office. Is it that one? Self-sufficient buildings. Yeah, I mean, we could do. We could put housing here. I'm just not really sure if we should. Close the highway intersection uphill. I'm not sure what you mean. So we need more, this is it, we need more industry. Yet when I build industry, it's all closing down because they can't get workers, which implies they don't want industry, they want office space. That's what it's telling me. Where's that view where you can see the breakdown of how educated they are, education levels? So I kind of think that they're getting too high. Is there a way that we can see the education level, like the population of high education, highly educated, and the population of low education workers? Is there any way we can view that number? Absolutely, Mikey.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Redcom, thank you for 7 months. Matt Wells, oh yeah. Thanks for the great streams, Paul. Thank you for 2 years, Matt. Happy anniversary. Enjoy the golden acorn. You have earned it. I think when you clock, then it's on one of the information parts. Turn on the education filter. Let's have a look. Graduated citizens, 80%. What? What? That can't be right. So all these guys are going to university, which is pretty much what you would expect, yeah? There's a shortage of high school over here, I think. There's definitely one back over there. Really? Hey? Was your foot hurting? Have you been walking tall again? Wait, I've got a small violin down here. One sec, let me just find it. Oh no, it's too small. I can't find it.
More disappointing. The fact that I thought you had a present for me.
A present?
The fact that you're making fun of me.
I can't. Oh dear. She's walking in like limping like this. Oh, my foot's so bad. I think we need some more schooling. Alright, let's focus on one area at a time. Let's see what we've got over here. So we've got a bunch of people here that can't make it to high school. Elementary school coverage is just about coping. I would argue they could probably do with another high school. Let's see if we can drop high school in. Oh, it can't fit. Hmm. 80% was graduated from elementary, only 55 from high school. Okay, Bigfoot. I'm going to build a little road off here, I think. Reclaim a bit of this land. See if we can get a little road down the back. It's a 2-lane road, I think. Oh, scumbaggery. I was hoping to sneak that through though. Never mind. Okay, it's gonna have to be this guy that bites it then. He's rebuilding, it's fine.